Hi, my friend. I want to say that everything you do will get easier. So, no matter how hard it might feel right now, and whatever you're trying to do that feels hard, it's normal for things to be hard in the beginning. Truly, how can you expect things to be easy if you haven't done them many times before? Let me tell you that when I first started working out, it was really hard. Even though I enjoy taking care of myself and wanted to go to the gym. So everything was brand new, from the exercises to the techniques. And to be real, I didn't even know what I was doing in the gym. But that's okay. I showed up time and time again, consistently, and as time went by, I got a little bit better, and a bit better, and a bit better. So I learned things from my own experiences, but also I was willing to learn. So I learned things from other people that are more knowledgeable than me and have more experience. So it got easier and easier, and now, almost 4 years later, it isn't something hard anymore. It's just a part of me that runs on autopilot, so I don't have to think that much. But this YouTube thing, for example, that I'm trying to do, this is still really, really hard. Everything from editing to coming up with ideas, and especially talking, like I'm doing right now, it feels really hard. But I know that if I am willing to stay consistent and be willing to grow and learn things, it won't always be this hard, and it will only get easier if I push through these hard times. So I want to share with you now 5 things that you can do. No, 4 things that you can do if you feel like things are hard, that can definitely help you on your journey. Remember that time and consistency is still number one and is irreplaceable. So you still need to put in the work. But let's get to the first thing, which is to start small. So maybe you have a really big goal, but I want you to start small. It's much easier to do something small consistently than something big. And it's better to then add on to the small things when you already have a habit of doing it. If you, for example, want to run for an hour every day, let's say, it's much better to start with walking 5 minutes than to try and run every day for an hour. That will easily make you fall off if you're trying to run for an hour and you never run. So start small and build things up. My next tip, number 2, is going to be to set goals for yourself and your plan how you're going to reach them. So I recommend you both set long-term goals, bigger goals, and small, um, short-term goals, smaller goals. So it's important to have some long-term goal that you can look forward to, look up to, and and just be a motivator for where you want to be in a long time. But also you need to set small short-term goals to be able to tick up these boxes and see that you're on the right track. You can also plan how you're going to achieve these goals. So if you have a goal for a week, let's say working out 3 times a week, then you can plan when you're going to do that, if you're going to do some research at some point on some new exercise or something. So it's much easier for you to do the things if you have goals and you plan when you're going to do the things and how you're going to achieve your goals. Next is going to be that that you pair with something you love. So to make a thing easier, you can pair it with something you already do, and it could be something that you really like. So let's stick with the example of working out. If you're trying to work out, you can listen to music while you're doing it. This will definitely, if you like music, make it more enjoyable and help you to stay consistent, which is the most important thing. It could also be that you do something you like after you do the hard thing that you know you should do. So after your workout, you can chill and read a good book, for example, or something else. So this will make it much easier and enjoyable for you. The last thing I'm going to talk about is to have a friend that you can do the thing with or hold you accountable. So it's much easier to not be by yourself when you do something. It can be a really good motivator if you're not on the journey alone, and you have someone else that is on the same path. But if you don't have someone that can do the thing with you, you can still have someone to hold you accountable on those hard days. So you can tell someone you trust you're doing something, and then they can help you if things get tough or when you have a bad day. So before I end this video, it was a bit long, I yapped a little bit, but before I end, I want to remind you that the things you do will get easier and not be as hard as they might be right now. Remember that every master was once a beginner, and with enough time and consistency, you will shock yourself by how much you can improve and achieve. So my brother or sister, I wish you the best, and I hope this video has helped you. Peace.